Hello, hello, hello. What's happening? You guys can see that. Oh, the screw. The screw's loose. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh spaghetti-o. I'll try not to touch it very much. Good morning, Brioni. Hi, Sue. Is it okay today? No weird pixelation thing going on? Hi, Teresa Cherry. Hello, Treese. Hello, Mac. Hi, Deborah. Hello, Mary Sharkey. There you are. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Sandy Hinkleman. Hi, Sheila Duff. Excuse me. I feel like I have like air in my chest right here. Hello, Cindy Truitt. Well, because I'm like, is it going to be? Yesterday was really weird. I haven't watched the replay, but I'm assuming the beginning is all pixelated and crazy looking like that. But yesterday was really weird. The whole little talking behind the pixelation looked really strange to me. Hello, Miss Donna Sue. Hello, Joanne. But it wasn't coming out. So it was like, you know how you just feel like air and then it starts to hurt. Hi, Laveda. Thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate you. Hello, Cheryl. Whew. It's been a crazy day already. I don't know. I do not know. What was I going to say? Hi, Susan Stocking. How are you? So good to see you. I had something to tell y'all. I don't know. I don't remember. Anyways, any schwanks? Stormy and thundering right now. Sandy Kling. Oh my goodness. So did any of y'all get affected by the crazy like winds and storms and stuff? I was hearing about people's roofs blowing off and all kind of crazy things. I see that. I know everybody's like, oh, California. I can't ever live in California. You guys have earthquakes. Y'all, earthquakes to me is nothing compared to like hurricanes and tornadoes and things like that. That stuff scares me. And yes, I yelled at you as I know, Mary Casey. I thought of it when I was doing the little diamond in the middle. I got to get used to having it. And you weren't here to yell at me in person, so. And Sue probably didn't remember I had it either. It got in the middle, though. It got in the middle. In the middle. Oh, I do remember what I had to tell you guys. So you guys know I've been talking about my friend Nicole from the Mixed Palette. So we have collaborated. She will be distributing stuff to me. I just made a humongous order this morning. Hi, Wendy Martin, 8 inches of snow. Oh, man. Not here. Was surprised, but my daughter called me from Kentucky. I told her she was moving. She was moving to Tornado Alley. Oh, God, that's scary. Oh, no. So anyways, all of these pokey tools, this pokey tool that you guys love that comes in handy for everything. These will be in the store very soon. I ordered a bunch of fun pieces from her that I can't wait to do with you guys. A violin, some butterfly dress MDF, some like pen holders, a bunch of stuff that's coming. And so she is a one-woman show though, so it's going to take her a minute to. Cindy Truitt, I need you to get a hold of me today, please. I need to talk to you since you now are an affiliate. I see that you signed up. I need to talk to you about some opportunities and some things. So please get a hold of me today because I will forget. I'll just be honest. I'll forget. But these will be in the store, a bunch of her amazing things. But like I was saying, she is a one-woman show. So I told her, I said, ma'am, since you are a distributor now to me, I'm going to need images. I'm going to need this. I'm going to need that. And she's just like, oh God, can I do it after dinner? And I'm like, okay. So I need to get one. She gets all of that stuff cut because she cuts it all, and her stuff is so amazing because there's some MDFs that you get, and the burnt edges, like when you paint and stuff, the burnt gets into the paint, and then you've got black streaks all over the place, and it just looks all kind of crazy. Hi Kiki. Hi, good evening, Jill. I'm going to make an order when the spooky tools come in. The pokey tools. I know everybody's been asking me for the pokey tools forever, so I'm excited that they'll be in the store. But yeah, so once she gets everything cut and over to me, we'll start playing with some of that stuff, and I will definitely get it all loaded and whatnot for you. So what happened? We had trees come down and some oh my goodness. Stormy and thundering right now. Oh, I hope and pray that you all are going to stay safe. Just hunker down. It's the pokey tool that I always use. So it's a very little sharp pokey tool. I use it for everything. And everybody's always asked me where I get them from, and I always say my friend Nicole, and then they always go over to Nicole's Recycled Treasures. Well, that's not the right Nicole. I've got about 4 friends that are Nicole that I've met and become really good friends with through the crafting community, but that's not the right Nicole. It's my other friend Nicole. So these will be in the store soon. They are all on order. So as soon as they get here, I will load it. Hi, Helen. Hello, Sheila Teagan. All righty, let's get my desk onto screen. Okay, so yesterday we were working on the little bunny, and I can't remember where the bunny came from. I can't remember if he came from Target. I don't know. But anyways, they had the little flowers on that side, but we turned them over. Yesterday we had decided only one. But I'm not so mad at 2 in there. I don't know what we think today now that we have this one kind of done, because I had them both sitting in here, and I was like, the 2 aren't horrible in there. But I don't know. And then we can put like maybe something cute in the back there. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. So anyways, so today what I wanted to do is, well, if we decided to put that one in there, we have to do some transfers on him. But yesterday I wasn't stopping, I guess, the transfers from hanging over the edge, because coming from the side, if you're looking from the side of the picture, it still is good. Oh, I know. And the color, it just perfect, right? So if you're coming from the side of the picture, you're going to be able to see, and obviously we have to finish this. You're going to be able to see the edging of the bunny because he's so thick. So I'm almost wondering if we should do maybe a few little flowers, or should we paint the edges either purple? Is that too much purple? I don't want to do silver. What do we think we should do from the side to fit like that and look good? Yeah, they do, right? I mean, it's not like they're, crunched up together. They have a lot of room. Maybe we can put like flowers, small flowers in his hand or something. Hi, Roxanne. Watching and working. So, should we do some on him then? I'm trying to think. Even if we did like a little stripe of maybe purple, just one little striping or, you know, of purple, just something on the edge, because it's such a thick, the reason why it's getting my attention is because it's such a thick wedge. It's probably about an inch thick. Well, I was thinking about that, Mary Casey, but I'm almost wondering, do you think it would be too much to have Harlequin stenciled on the bunnies? It does need something because it's too thick. I'm not sure, but let's get out some stenciling. Do you see what I'm saying? Like if we did like, because it needs some type of color or something. So if we did, oh, I was like, why is that like that? So if we did like, maybe what is that, like a 1/4 inch? If we did a stripe, that's probably not even going to be big enough. We probably need maybe a 3/8. Like if we did a stripe of purple or even silver, I don't know. So if we did something like that, you see? Hi, Luann. Okay, well, let's get out then. Let's look at some of the smaller stencils that we have, because we can do that. Because, I mean, I think you guys are agreeing that there's something needs to be there. I don't know what, but something needs to be there. So we have small little, like, this one has the circles, the squiggles, the squares, and then distressed tiny diamonds. Oy. Oh. Oh. Oh, it came out of the flap. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to leave it on my lap, which is probably a really bad idea. Let's see. Keys, wings. Hold on. See, I think those are too big. We have stars. I don't know. Nothing is speaking to me. Although if something started speaking to me, I guess it would be a little bit crazy. All right, let's go into the other stencil binder and see. I have my stencils kind of in shape order as far as like this one should be, oh, those all need to be filed. This one should be like bricks and crackle. You don't like those spotty dotties. Triangles. Let's see, then if we did this, I think we start to look like it's Alice in Wonderland, and I don't think I want to go Alice in Wonderland. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Patty. Hi, Lisa Hampton. What about do a vine down the rabbit? A vine? There's more hearts and squares. Yeah. More circles. I don't know. Nothing's talking to me. All right, let's do the other bunny and then see like hand draw vines and leaves on him, because I could do that. Stenciling on there is going to be a nightmare. Yeah, well, it depends on how big the stencil is. I mean, like this, the width wise, but yeah, it would be quite challenging because there would be a big space to do it on. All right. Hold on, y'all. I gotta turn the fan on. Okay, so let's get this little bunny. Let's get this little bunny covered. And then we can figure out, did I paint him yesterday or just scuff him? I think I just scuffed him, didn't I? I could feel the little scuff, but that's so shiny that I can tell I didn't scuff the sides of him. So let's scuff sand him, and then we'll get that one. And maybe we can even look, I have a good chillion transfers. Maybe we can even look for transfers that just have the vines or something like that. All right, anyways. Do you have a material rickrack? Yeah, I do. I don't think the rickrack is thick enough, though. The rickrack that I have is the little quarter inch one. I don't have like a thick rickrack, but we could definitely maybe put lace or something on the maybe that's what we can do, is just put like a lace or something on the edging, just to give it some type of interest. And then we could even put wax on the lace if we wanted to change the color. All right, it's good enough. Hi, Sandy Triplet. Hi, Liz. Woo wee. Hi, Miss Connie. Oh, sugar. Ooh, I got a pain behind my left eye. Let's see, what do we name that pain? Oh, okay. Got a name for all my pains right now. All right, let's get a little bit of Waverly plaster on this this little guy. So although he is already white, just like that one, I just put on a fresh coat of Waverly, because this is actually the back side, so any scuffs or whatever. So my mail lady came today to pick up orders, and the dogs were barking, and I happened to be close to the front door, and I was yelling at them, "Be quiet, stop barking, be quiet." And she was like, "I'm sorry, it's just me." She's yelling through my door, and I'm like, "Thank you." Goofballs. Hi, Stacy. How are you? Welcome. The regular, just to break the white off the thick piece. Yeah, because it's so thick. That, like I said, it's so thick and you can see it coming from the side. So something needs to be done to it. So we will definitely just put something. We'll grab some kind of lace or something to put on that edge, because they're such thick wedges. All right, so yesterday we did not put varnish on that, so y'all know you must varnish your transfers. So while we do a quick little layer on him so we can varnish, and I guess this is the hem because I keep calling it him. Then we will also varnish her as well. This is my Bare fast drying polyurethane top coat. One of the best ever. And let's put a little bit on her, just to make sure those are all sealed down. And I know the transfer came around the edges on just a couple of parts, so we'll make sure the varnish is on the edge too. All right, it's good. It's good enough. Coolio. Hi, Penelope. Yeah, I hate when you get those little, and then I get migraines. I'm prone to get migraines, so when I get those little shots, it always is like, oh, please don't turn it to a migraine. Please don't turn it into a migraine. Okay, so as always, before you put any transfers on, you want to make sure your surface is very dry. We put a very, very thin layer of the Waverly plaster on, and then the Bare polyurethane is very thin and also fast drying. But just be aware of if you're using a thicker paint or you've got a few layers, you want to make sure it's dry all the way down and not just to touch, so that way your transfer goes down and doesn't fight with you and you don't end up ruining a transfer. So yesterday we had a couple of little flowers we didn't use, so we'll put those over here. All right, and then let's get a couple of these cut. Now this is the watercolor blooms. These are in my store, and this particular design is we had gotten authorization from Redesign that any transfers that were from 2022 and prior we could put on sale. So this one is one of the ones that are on sale. Okay, so we don't want the same on him. Remember, I kind of wanted that, but those are the same colors. I wonder if we're going to be... Looks like the clusters are probably the same colors, but, well, let's let this one... Let's let this one roll up for just a second, and let's take this up here. You can't see it really. And then, you know, so it's always a good habit to tape your transfers together. I did tell you that the new transfers will no longer be in the tubes, which are nice. Because when they are in the tubes, they want to roll up, and sometimes the transfer gets away from you, and then it rolls on to itself. You know, that's never good, because then you waste. You can't save it. Once it sticks, that's it. Okay, so let's grab... Oh, that's the same thing it looks like. So that's cool. Well, actually... Are they facing different ways? They are. So I think I want that one. Hi, Barbara Ross. Hi, Jeanette. I had migraines for years. Menopause too. Really? Well, see, my body hasn't known what to do since I've been chemically menopause, since I was diagnosed with cancer, and the chemo kind of put me in that state. But man, I wish that was the case for me, because Lord have mercy. And unfortunately, Trevor gets migraines too, which is not common for men because of testosterone, but he does. We could do the same thing. Well, let's take these two because they're kind of closer together. I don't really want, I mean, we're obviously working with the same transfers, so we're going to get this similar clusters, but we'll try to. All right, let's see what we get from that and how much more we need. We can, I want to put this one, let's take a little bit more of this excess off. And I will get my, where did I put it? I was showing you guys my pokey tool. Where did I put it? Really? Nah. Okay. I know. I felt, as soon as I seen this transfer, I was like, oh yes, that is right up my alley. Okay, let's put this one. I kind of want that leaf on the foot. So, all right. I think that'll go there like that. Check your phone. Everyone answers but you. Are you talking to me? Penelope, are you talking to me? I don't have any messages from you if you're talking to me. Yes, that's what bonding primer is for, slick surfaces. You can put it on top of glass, metal, any slick surfaces. Hi, Julia. I don't have any messages. Everyone answers but me. Well, I bet you not everyone gets as many messages as I do. That's not very nice. Okay, I'm going to get my transfer tool and my polishing pad. This moss is still hanging around. And then we are just going to and then anything that hangs over, just like the bunny, it wasn't that much, but I let it go ahead and hang. Hi, Terry. What does that say? Oops. It just highlighted you, Julia. Got my box today. I love it. It's like getting a beautifully wrapped Christmas present. Aw. Thank you, Melissa Joins, for sprinkling. I appreciate you. I feel like I'm on everybody's like poo list or something. I feel like I've been getting it left and right lately. I don't know why. Okay. Wonderful thing about transfers, if it doesn't come off, just lay it back down and get it on there. Get it on. And then again, your little edging, you can wrap that right on there. Go this way and get the bigger amount down. They all better leave my Terry alone. I don't know what it is lately. No idea. But I was answering a couple people this morning. I know for a fact I don't have a message. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And then we're gonna get our polishing pad, and again, whether you have a polishing pad or not, you need to burnish down your transfers. So I'm just going to push these and let them wrap down. Nicole, I was talking about you. I was telling everybody that I give you a big order and all the pokey tools is coming and a bunch of other fun things. Oh, she's on YouTube. Y'all can't see her on Facebook, but that is my friend Nicole. She is the maker behind the ever so popular pokey tools. Okay, so again, let's get kind of like this here so I can tell. So he's gonna be here, like, or she's gonna be there. We're gonna leave a little space. We have those really pretty delicate dried flowers. I'm thinking we're gonna put a couple of those there. Will that be okay there, or should we leave it? Let's leave it for a second. Ooh, where'd the backing go? You see? That's a no bueno. Okay. All right, so let's, I'm gonna kind of, she's got a lot of pink. I wish it needed a kind of a bigger cluster of the something blue. So let's look. That's the same flower, even if I were to cut that out. Those are not, though. We could chop that one. Oh, we could use this one for the ears like we did that one. Hold on now. Hold on a minute. Let's grab that one. We can kind of put this one in his ears. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Lori. She didn't answer me. I'm wondering what was that. I'm assuming that message was for me. She didn't answer me now. I'm confused. You know that song? What is that? Oh, look at y'all. Look at that. You guys know that song from Science Camp? The nobody likes me, everybody hates me. Guess I'll go eat worms. I was saying that to Nick one day, and he was like, "You got the weirdest songs." I was like, never mind. Aw, sookie now. Oh, Lord, what the hell happened to your hair? Hi, Laura. Hi, Totoy. Ooh, Totoy's hair is looking a little cray-cray. Okay. So, I need a cluster for his face. My poor Blasito. I mean, I don't want to put pink on him. Not that he's not comfortable with pink or anything, because she does have blue, but she's got a lot of the pink, so I kind of want to. Fat ones, skinny ones, long. Yeah. No. Long, thin, juicy ones. Yeah. Have you guys ever heard of that song? Hi, Diane Dunkelman. Troy got some crazy hair today. Woo, he came down the stairs. Oh, wait a minute now. What if we... Why can't I take that one, wrap it right there, and then add a couple of... Please stop coming off. And add a couple of the brown, or tan, I should say, tan ones. So let me in there. You know, left-handed cutting. That's why I don't like fussy cutting. What, Popeyes? Mama got you your pink drinks is in the refrigerator. The refrigerator. What's the matter, Bob? Son. You got to put it on the charger. Okay. Oh, I don't need to fussy touch that out. Look it. Hi, honey bunches. And what you doing? What you doing? I opened it for you. Oh. There you go. Your pink drinks are in the refrigerator, son. Okay, but you got to put that on the charger. Look it. Check it. We can... That's going to throw me off. I'm going to need to cut that out, I think. Or not. I can just go like that. Let's move it down a little bit. Put that right there. And put in... Yep. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Hold on a minute. I don't want to move it too much because then I will forget where I want to put it. So, come back. Whoa, Troy. Okay, now let's grab it from the other side and flick that down. Okay. What did I throw? This one does not want to. This one wants to get messed up. Stay right there. I don't think so. Closed captioning should always be available. It's not something I turn on or off. So I don't know if it's... Okay. So you'll put that there like... What? What's happening? Like that. And then I want a little flower. Where's the other one? This little guy that keeps trying to get away. Or it's not really a flower, is it? It's like little hashes, I guess. Okay. Let's burnish all of that down. And then. Hi, Tina. Yeah, today when I came on your page, I wasn't following you. See, that's what I was saying the other day. I've noticed a lot of people have dropped off, and I don't know, the book is doing something funny. But then yesterday also I had about, I don't know, I was telling, not this Nicole, the other Nicole, I had Facebook message, someone putting claims on your video, someone taking claims off, someone putting claims on, someone taking them off, on, off, on, off. I had 12 messages from Facebook. Then someone reported this video that I did for the clock. Someone reported that video, so I had to delete I think the first part of that, which it's in my library, so I can reload it. But they had explicit content is the message for the clock. Is that there was explicit, and there's a word before that, content. And so somebody reported it for that, so I had to delete it. It wouldn't let me put in a dispute, because when they get reported for that, the only thing you can do is delete the video. They don't let you dispute it. So I don't know, something crazy was happening yesterday. There's all kind of craziness. Okay. I like, and then look, if there's enough room if we wanted to put like a little bow or something on him right there. I like it. I like it. Okay, so now though, these all trash. All right. Now let me take just a quick second to roll these back, because see, that one was already sticking. Let's roll these back and put them in the tube before something happens to them. Your power? Oh no. I wish it showed us who reported it too, Nicole, because I tell you what, if it would show you who reported, I know that they would stop doing it, because it's just like talking trash to somebody to their face rather than being, behind the keyboard, right? They wouldn't do it as much. I don't know why Facebook hasn't figured out that it would help them as well if they would say so-and-so has reported you, and then because they don't want their name out there. Okay, so that's that. We do need to put a little bit of varnish on top of him, and then we can figure out what we're doing for the rest, because thinking we still might put some type of trim or something around the edges, because it's so plain. And then I think, yep, it did. It wrapped over here a little bit. After live watching you last week, I got a bunch of friends requests from some gentleman, my FB. Yeah. I don't know. Sandy, stay safe. Hi, Miss Linda. I know. It's people who don't care, because they don't realize, like, when you're doing that to us. Like, that's a big deal. Like, no, I'm not monetized, but I enjoy doing this. I enjoy coming on and chatting with everybody and spending time with everyone. But that stuff makes it not fun. Like, when people are being rude and people are, saying rude things or demanding or acting crazy, or that takes the fun out of it, and that's what's exhausting sometimes, a lot of times. Thank you, son. They always copyright my voice, Nicole. RPM Music copyrights your video. The only thing on there is, I'm like, yeah, no. Unless you own copyrights to my voice, you're out of luck, buddy. And they take it off, but those they let me dispute. It's the ones where they do the explicit stuff that they won't let me dispute. They don't mess around with that. They take the video down. Okay. So I still think something needs to go around them. I don't know what, but they're not centered. Sorry, Mary Casey, I can't do nothing about that. But should we put like... Thank you, son. You're the bestest. Let's get some type of trim. Or I think if we put bling around it, I think it's too much. Everybody's gonna see your crazy hair. Everybody's gonna see your crazy hair. Look at your crazy hair. Oh my goodness, it's all over the internet now. So excuse me, Jack, I need to get through here, buddy. Okay, I'll just climb over you guys, no problem. Cheese and rice, y'all. Don't move. I got it. No problem. Jack and Onyx, I swear. So if we took like something simple, right? Like some simple. And we can't do something with a bevel like that, or you can't see it because it's white. We can't do something like that because it either needs to go straight down the middle or it needs to be straight. But we can always put wax on the lace. Oh, honey, that brush isn't for that one. Okay, hold on. Dang, Troy, is there anything left? Troy, please stop digging into my powder, son. I think if it's a lace, I think it needs to be the full width. No? This drawer is such a mess. I have so much stuff in here that should be taken out. Okay, look. If we do one that's like the full width of it, I'm thinking that would be better than some of it or half of it. Hi, Margaret. They need big, floofy cottontails. Floofy? Floofy? We can give them little tails. We can give them little tails. So you're saying no, not the entire width? All right, hold on a minute now. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. So you're saying not the entire width. You're saying just like a stripe down the middle or something? Look at that's pretty though. Can you guys see the reflection on that? Hold on. You know, squirrel. Hold on. And it's got little dots, y'all. Y'all, wait a minute now. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. How do we make this stay so y'all can see? It's kind of hard with all these little jiggity jaggedy. Look, I think that's kind of cute. Man, I got Troy. Thanks, son. You're the bestest ever. Do we like this one? Oh, look at, oh no, that's the back side. See, it's got like that kind of AB reflect. Yeah, that. Hi, Leah. Laveda says, I like that. Hi, Nicole. The other Nicole. Because you guys, Lord have mercy with the Nicoles. Okay, let's move this again. And then. I don't know where, oh, well. That's probably why I always get copyrights on my voice. Okay, I need to turn the fan off or something because I keep getting that pain behind my eye. And it's no bueno. Oh, Troy, but this is not. This is a lip stain. Okay, let's take some Fabri-Tac, and I'm just going to start it here at the bottom. And then we will get our bone folder to make sure it's all downtown Julie Brown. And it's not the exact width, so I'll get it as much in the middle as possible. What's that noise? Sounds like somebody is. It's you snoring, Jack. Dang. Okay. Let's get it on the curvy worvies. And just called the Nicole with the Pokey Tools Pokey. Palos, did you hear that? She said to call you Pokey or Pookie. Oh, I'm not calling Palos Pookie. No. I'd rather just call her Palos. Pookie. Oh, Lord. Call her Pokey. Pokey? So Nicole was eating dinner, or getting ready to eat dinner when I talked to her. So I've been asked many a times to teach my scrapbooking, how to do scrapbooking. And I tell everybody it's not like easy to teach because especially if someone's not good with measuring and there's a lot of steps to it. And anyways, so I did a Zoom class for my friends, and Nicole was one of them. And Nicole, thank God for Nicole, man, taking that class, because she was the only one who kept me sane in there. But man, she kept right up with me. And now she used to be on the design team for redesign with Prima. And, she just actually stopped because, life gets in the way sometimes. But anyways, every time I would see her post with like doing some type of scrapbook layout, I'd be so proud. But that was the first class and the last. I'll never do it again. And she knows why. It's the first and last. That was a stressful 4 days. Let me tell you what. Look at that. See, and then it gives you. Did you hear me talking about the class? You can call me Pookie. No, Nicole, the other Nicole. Can you guys get in one place so you can? Hi, Chihuahua. Nicole on Facebook. No, I'm not calling you Pookie. Absolutely not. That. Yeah. Told Nicole, I will never, ever, 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 ever teach a scrapbooking class. Ever, ever, ever again. Because you guys remember, I make my scrapbooks from scrap. So I make the cover with chipboard. I make all the pages, the flips, the turns, everything. There's not anything that you buy. And whoa, that was so stressful. So stressful. I am so incredibly appreciative of you for teaching me. I would be, every time you would post like a little flip turn album or something, I would be like, oh, I'm so proud. She's so good at it. There was one point, y'all, where they were like, no, we can't glue it like this because it's going to be this way and that way. And I'm like, no, really, it's going to be fine. No, it's not. You need to glue it. And I'm like, no, really, you just glue it. Nicole was like, Terry, do you need to take a break? Yeah, I need to take a break. And then when they came back, oh, we got it. Yeah, you just glue it. And I'm like, oh my God, that's what I've been trying to tell you guys. But Nicole was like, Terry, do you need to take a break? I'm like, break, yeah, break. Never again. And I think I have a lot of patience. So, woo, Nelly. That day was not a patient day. All right, that's actually the funniest day. Yeah, thanks, Nicole. Oh my gosh. I told Nicole, how is somebody going to argue with the person who's teaching you? Like, how are they going to argue? Look at that. How cute. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. That's not going to be enough for him. So let's get another. And you're not allowed to smack him in the back of the head. No. Hi, Stacy. Long time no see. How are you? Yeah. I think by the end of the 4th day, because it was a recorded class, I recorded it for them just in case. By the end of the day, Nicole was the only one that was showing up with me, for schedules and stuff like that. However, Nicole and I got through like 4 pages in like an hour, and it took us a whole day to do the first page. I was like, we're going to be here forever, Nicole. Oh my gosh. So thankfully on the last couple of pages, not the schedule, they were all gonna have to watch replays, but Nicole and I just bloop, 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 we were just knocking out the page, and I was like, thank goodness, thank goodness. It was funny. I was actually good after the first page. I just needed a little. Hi, Phyllis. That's why I do not teach. Oh, tell you what. It was hilarious. It took us and when I say a day, I'm not just talking like, 5 hours. I'm talking like morning all the way until like dinner time for the first page. And I thought that I did like one of my more simpler albums with not a lot of, tricks and flips and stuff. I purposely did a really simple album, and no ma'am. No ma'am. I was like, we're gonna be here till next century. Oh, Sandy, I'm glad are you okay? I think we decided to forget the live class from the end, and oh no, you remember, Nicole, I forgot to hit record on that day too, when everybody was arguing with me, telling me that I was wrong, and that made it even worse. I got even more upset because I was like, I can't do this again. Yeah, it was pretty funny, y'all. But I've taught classes since then. I just have never, ever, 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 ever taught another scrapbooking class because I'm scarred for life. And for those of you who have been in like our Zoom meet and mingles, you know that or my not my meet and mingles, my Zoom classes, that whenever I hit record, it lets everybody know that I'm recording and you have to authorize it. So when I realized that it didn't hit record, and she was telling me to take a break, I hit record and her eyes just was like, oh my gosh, we haven't been recording. I'm like, no, I forgot. So doing the trim, I can't imagine. I mean, it would have been cute to put, a stencil on here, but with all of the turns and edges, it would have been a nightmare. So if I was going to do stenciling, I probably would have just done it sporadically, not like anything uniformed by any means, because we would have been here all day with me trying to stencil that. No, Cindy, I did it for free because they're all my friends. I did it for free. They all knew, because that's kind of what I came, before I really started doing like a whole lot of mixed media and upcycling and stuff, besides watercolor, that's what I did, was made scrapbook albums from scratch. And I've showed them a few times here. They're pretty, they're not just like a little book with a little page that just flips open. They get pretty. I like to do them with all the little trick pages and stuff because it's just fun. But I gave them like a supply list, all the things that they would need so that they would have everything. And then no, it was just it was supposed to be a fun class, but by the end of it, I was a little stressed. A little. But their books did eventually come out beautifully when they finished, and they listened to me on where to glue things and tape things. Okay, so we'll just overlap it a little bit. And then just put a little bit there. And what made me think of even talking about all of that was the bone folder. Because they would be like, burnish, 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 and tease me because I would say burnishing is so important. The bone folder, and there we go. Oh my goodness. See, so now it gives you a little something to look at, right? When you come from like the side of the picture. And then, there you go. You guys can see it's got that AB reflective to it. So it's super pretty. All right, let's put my good scissors back in their hiding spot and throw all this back in the drawer that needs to be cleaned out. Okay, so now, oh, I don't like that. Okay, so now, they used to be my friends. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we definitely need something here. Maybe it can't be in the middle. Oh man, the middle of them is right there, but that's gonna look really strange if we put something right here and this is empty. Let's find a trim, something easy that we can do around. Oh, we have lights too. Oh, I need to get these on the website, y'all. I keep forgetting. Oh, geez. I already know Sue's gonna send me a note. All the fairy lights. Do we want to trim all the way around, or should we do maybe just some corners? Let's think about this for a minute. Jack, I'm telling you, it's dangerous over here, buddy. Like, you don't want to move. Mama's trying to walk around you, and you're insistent upon, nope, I'm not moving, Mom. Oh, this one might work. This one is like, so this one has like the little leaves, but is it too thick? That might be too thick. Should we try and see? Sue's gonna yell at me. Hold on. There's no way that's the right one. Hold on. I don't know what number this is, Sue. Hold on a minute. No. No clue. Sue's gonna have to yell at me. You guys know I have a Would You Bin discount. TERI 10 with the percentage sign. I will put it up here on the screen for you. Woo! Make sure you put it in just like that, the TERI 10 with the percentage sign. If you forget, there's nothing I can do if you forget to put in the code. A lilac wax where? Well, we still need to kind of do a little bit of some umbra on them. And we need to come inside as well. I just wish I can think of something. I knew she was going to send me a note. I just wish I could. We need something that maybe droops or hi Nancy Church. Let me think. Hi Robin. This lace is a thicker lace. This woodgie bin is thicker. So I don't know. Oh, it's too wide. Anyways, hold on. I'm right here. I'm just in my molds. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I wonder if that's too. See, so what I'm thinking with that one, I'm not saying this one, but see, I don't even know that would, oh, sorry. I don't even know if I use this with something's still missing. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Okay. First, I want these, but I didn't scrunch them in there too badly. And we need to get him a little something. Jack, you still refuse to move, huh? Buddy, you're gonna get like... Because I'm trying to, if we... See, look, I'm not saying this, but if we put something here, like a frame or something right there, see, it makes it all look cockeyed because it's not centered. You know, that's what I'm having the hardest time with, is trying to figure out what to do with that. If I had a bigger one and maybe not the trim and just do something across the top and not... We'll have to get out some of the woodgie bin stuff for that, though. The other boxes. Okay. Oh, I moved this way for a reason. I still can't get Jack to move. Killing me, Smalls. I have a mold with eggs. But where would the egg go? I do have a mold with eggs, but where would we put it? Because I have a few molds with really pretty eggs, but the eggs is not the problem, I don't think. It's where am I going to put the egg at? Ouch! So look, we have the LaBlanche, the beautiful eggs from LaBlanche, right? All the different sizes. Like, what am I going to do with it? We can't just put eggs randomly around everywhere, can we? Top left inside the frame above the sitting bunny. Just one random egg? Okay. I don't think you belong in there. Oh. Do you? You're stuck on there like you're dried with them, but you don't look like them. And I don't want to break you. Come on. So I can drill a little hole in his hand, but see, then the flowers are going to be up her nose. Okay, never mind the flowers. Because the flowers are going to go up her nose. Okay, Mary Casey said something, wording. We could put wording up there. I'm not really a wording type of gal, so I would need to find something. Raise the bunny on the floor. Hi, Juanita. Into indented under chin of other. Put egg under the right. What? Oh, that's weird. Or small ones layered on bunnies. Yeah, we could do like the tiny ones or something on their feet, but can you put stem going towards the top with flowers on them so it looks like the bunnies are hiding in a bed of flowers? Put the flowers in a frame. See, that's what I was originally thinking, is putting like a frame there, because you guys know we have a ton of frames, right? We have all of those frames. We have all of Finnebear's frames. Originally, I had thought to put like a frame there, but then I stopped because I didn't know how odd that was going to be. So unless we did like a cluster of frames, because the LaBlanche frames has a bunch of little ones, and so does the ornate frames. Ooh, let's not do that and say we did. Let's put that back. Okay, hold on. He needs a silver one, I think. That one's weird looking. I need a silver one like that one. Like this one. Right here. For you, I don't know what to do with you yet. We'll figure you out in a minute. In a minute. I don't think a frame. Whoa. I don't think you're going to be able to wear a crown, my dear. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Because if we did like a bunch of frames, like the small frames behind them, I think it would be cute because then inside, you know, we could decoupage whatever inside of the frames or put little things inside the frames, but then it could be staggered so that way nothing is dead center and making it look strange. So let's take that out and then let's pour some of these and see what we could do, because right now, see, like that one would be cute. And then we need different shapes too. They can't be like all ovals or all squares. They need to, because the whole idea is for them to be, you know. Okay, I'm going to have a mess to clean today. Oh boy. Well, every day. Okay. Let's pour some of these so we can place them back there and then have a visual for what I'm trying to say. Because I don't know. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to walk away from it and then figure something out, because something's off, but I don't know what it is. Not off. I mean, it's cute. I don't know if that crown will stay. I kind of like the corners. So that way there's not a lot of trim. I would have to paint this lavender on the sides, but again, something needs to be either staggered on the inside or something. All right, let's take some Illuminate and pour some of these frames. All right, let's take that. $24.61. Wow, we have that one thing that's back again, I guess. That's clogging the... Well, how many times I clean this thing out? Man, by the time it all comes out, it's going to be hard in the cup. Crying out loud. Okay, let's get that one. Have you tried staggering the bunnies? Yeah, it looks it's straight. They look strange because they're so clunky. So I got that oval. I'm in decoupage. I don't mind pouring it on top of that, but you don't have to pour the middle of that one. And then let's just get this one in here. It's a different shape. Okay. Easy peasy. Oh, I think the frames will be too busy and distracting. I don't think if they work in there, I don't think so. The rabbits are very thick and clunky. The little frames aren't going to take from it. It's not that I'm worried about it distracting, because they would have to be humongous frames. I'm not worried about that. It's the visual of it balancing, because right now that's the whole problem. Is it looks cute like this, but it's very like elementary, because it's like you just stuck some rabbits in the board. Like, it's very elementary to me. Something is missing up here, whether it be something from the top here coming down or something on the back. And sometimes you just need to walk away and then come back and take a look at it. But right now, I like his little bow. I'm okay with his little bow. Do we like the corners? Yeah, it's very, very naked. Like I said, it's very elementary. It's very like, oh, you just stuck some bunnies in there. And cool. I don't like it. So I like his. I'm not really mad at her crown, but I don't know if I am loving her crown. Should it be tipped a little bit? I don't know. We might need to find one that curves in. Ooh, look at that. It's pretty. That's in the wrong thing. I don't even know why that's in there. See, like this one, if we clipped it, would that look better? Because then it would be folding that way. Do we have a silver one? See, because if I clip that out of there, no, I think that one's too much. These, we can also change these to silver, which I think I would do if I'm putting the corners on them. I would change these to silver. They wouldn't be the antique color that they are right now. So, do you have some bind molds or stencils? I have both. Do you like her crown? I like his bow for sure. So let's get some. Oh, I took pictures with that earlier, didn't I? Well, let's use this one. Okay, I've got a lot of stuff on the photo booth stand. let's take some heavy body gel and give him a bow tie. Okay, and then let's take, you got it all, unfortunately. Fortunately, I got a bunch of stuff. And all of it takes up a lot of room. All right, you need to stay, please. And then let's put you. What about garland that says spring? Garland that says spring. Garland. Trying to think what I have. I might have to put a little bit of hot glue in order to get it to stick now. And then the heavy body gel will make it so that it's there for good. Because I think it's going to be too heavy. Whoa. We'll see. We will see. Can't see because the camera is right dead smack right here. Okay. Would some of the bunny molds be overkill in the frames? Oh, the little bunnies, the little LaBlanche bunnies in this? I think so. That's why I was saying, like, if we did the frames, I would probably just decoupage, like, you know, some like soft, you know, kind of like the lace texture background or the pink textures background or something like that. Something very soft and where it will fade into the background. If we start having like 3D pop outs of the bunnies, it might be too much. We've got little edgy pieces here that are not dry. This, I've always told you guys, the smaller the piece, the longer it takes to dry. Yeah, just because then, because what we do want something here in the background to balance it out, but we don't want that to be, obviously these guys are what's like, you know, in your face, the attention, right? But actually not mad at those being antiqued either, but we'll see. I was gonna make them silver, but I don't know. I just need like a couple more, y'all. All right. Anyways. I like them too, Stacy. Yeah, because I have a ton of stamps, right? And I have a ton. I'm trying to think if I have any 3D, anything that says spring. And I don't, I'm sure I do, but I'm not, it's not coming to me. I'll have to look in the closet. Because what did we get? Once you add wax and vintage, then the corner pieces will work without being silver. Yeah. What's up here? All of this. Well, and then we do also have like the letter stamps and all that stuff. I know. I'll have to look. Because I have a ton of other molds, and I feel like a long time ago, Stamperia maybe did some stuff that actually said spring, I feel. But I haven't used those in so long. Of course, the two of the same similar shape are ready. All right, these are the smaller ones. These are going to take a minute to set up. But I needed the contrast of different sizes. That was the whole purpose of doing these. See, this is the bag that sits here of when I do over pours. And then when we have Happy Mail, I just give the bags away. But I don't think we did any frames. I don't think we've done any frames lately. Okay. Yeah, the colors are too clean. Everything is too clean right now. It's very, like I said, very elementary, very clean. Like it's cute right now. It just needs a little bit of something. Which I will go in and do all of that. But all right, that's just gonna take a minute. So let's grab. Oh. And I'll show you guys. All right. While we're waiting for these to do their thing, let's go through here really quickly and then. All right. So the whole reason why I didn't put these bad boys on yet was because we need to do some tintings to the frame. Hey. All right. And let's cover this up before I need to put the bunnies on with that. The little rectangle mold. All right.
Oh, yeah, that's all. Should have got that one. That's what I was about to say. So time to say, I bring it over there and then we let it cool down.
All right. And then I'm just going to you guys are banging. And I heard Nick right now talking. I was like, what? But he can't. He's not getting no kind of sleep. And come back into the corners. And I'm flicking that outside edge. Again, I will paint the sides, the lavender, and do this to the outside as well. Crackle. Do you clean the wax out of your brush? Yes, I don't have anything any brush designated for any one thing. I use my scrubby soap for all of my stuff. The only thing that I clean before is the solvent-based varnishes. I clean that with 99.9% isopropyl alcohol, and then I clean it with my scrubby soap. But this, I just clean it directly with my scrubby soap. I don't have any problems with needing to clean it with alcohol or anything first. Right, let me get another. So now I'm just going to take that, and you can, depending on how much of it you want. What is that that's happening right there? Oh, I know exactly what that is. Depending on how much you want of the antiquing on there, you can, wipe off with a baby wipe, or there is varnish on this side that's not even. So all I'm doing is taking the clear wax and getting it off, or you can use solvent, whatever. Both of them will get it off. And then what I'll have to do is, it seems like this one side didn't get varnished properly. So I'm just taking it off. All right. So I will do that side. And then I varnished on the inside here, so you can literally leave as much as the antiquing you want, or wipe it all back if you decide you didn't like it. But that's why you want to varnish first. But just by putting a little bit of the antiquing on there, it just gives it a whole different look. To me, anyways. It just takes it. I'm just evenly wiped there. On the edges, on the inside here is some excess umbra. Okay, let's get these on here. Papa's mommy's almost done, and then we can go upstairs and change you, yeah? So those will go on there. And yeah, I don't know that I don't think I will change those. I think I might leave them antique like that. Okay, let's put these guys back in there for a minute. And we're going to kind of push them all the way to the edge. I'm going to leave a little bit of space there so that it's not all the way. And then Oh, that has a little crown on it. There's something. That's what I thought. So something's wrong. Something is wrong. Actually, this one might be too fancy. Hmm. Hmm. You might need a smaller one, like one of the little itty bitty ones. Even still, that might be too big. Whoa! Hi, baby. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to keep playing with it. It's obviously gonna make a big difference as well with them painted, because putting them in with just white is gonna throw everything off as well. Oh, thank you, baby. So I will probably paint them. I feel like this, I'm not mad at it like that. I feel like that needs to be smaller no matter where it is. Yeah, that can't go there because those are too close to each other. So I don't know. No, I don't like that one there. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to play with it because there needs to be color on that. And then actually this can probably go more towards the middle. This one could, and we could even put like little stamps of like spring in that one, because that one almost looks like it could be a label, you know, instead of a frame. But they have to be staggered. And then in the background will need to be, they'll need to sit in the background, so it'll need to be a light color still. So well, even if I put 3 in there, that's what I was looking at. If I put 3, then it still looks like we have dead space. And it looks, because there's no place for you to put just the 3 with this size. If I did 3, then we're going to need it to be bigger, and then when they're bigger, then it's going to start to overtake the background, which is not what it's supposed to be. It's just supposed to sit in the background just to kind of balance it off. So I don't know. We'll have to walk away from this one and kind of play with it and see. The Harlequin looks better. but the Harlequin looks better. What do you mean, but the Harlequin looks better? Oh, that would be cute. Putting home in there. It would fit in there. Like spring or home. Something like that would be cute. But there's no way to do just 3. Where would you put the 3 at? Like, how do you stagger the 3 for them to look proper? There's no way to stagger the 3 so that they look right. Because now what happens is now we got the same kind of issue going. You just don't like the Harlequins covered, I don't think, right, Vicky? You like it with the Harlequins being able to be seen, which isn't, and that's, that's fair, because I mean, I like the Harlequins being able to be seen too. It's just we almost need to do this. We almost need to do like that or like that, because I think maybe what the problem is having both of them in there isn't working. That might be the problem too, because having both of them in there is making it so that we've got to fill space. Yeah, you need 5 for the balance. You have to have the 5. Because if we do 3, then the frames need to be a lot bigger, and then it starts to overtake the background. But you see, so it either needs to, if we have them both in here, because of how small the frame is and how large they are, you almost need all 5 of them, because there's no way. But then I also see what you're saying, like you like to be able to see the Harlequins. So I get it, because I would like to be able to see them too. But then we're almost left with the question of, okay, then we go back to the, just putting the one rabbit in there, because having 2 of them in there clutters it all up, and we can't, you can't fit them both in there. So, and that's why I think yesterday we may have decided to only do the 1, because it was a lot. But it's cute with them both in there. It either needs to be a bigger frame, or we need to have the 5 frames behind it. Miss Linda, you like the single bunny? In order to see, I forgot the corners weren't on. In order to see more of the Harlequin, I think it needs to be the single bunny. Because I think if we put them both in there, we just get that weird off-center thing that happens. So, well, let me get the one that dropped. So, I'll have to keep messing with it. I'll keep messing with it and seeing, because maybe we don't even put the bunnies on the inside. Maybe we put one on the outside. I don't know. Oh, that might be kind of cute. But see, it's so thick. That's a lot of weight to be on the outside. Who knows? Sandy, you like the one bunny too? If we want to see the Harlequin in the back, I think we almost have to take one of the bunnies out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just doing a weird little game with my eyes, with having them both in there and then that weird center being over here. One bunny and an egg, maybe. Yeah, so it'll probably look totally different once I'll walk away and come and sit back down, and then that'll probably be, I like it better just 1. Leveda, yeah. Because like I said, with the 1, then you get to see all of the Harlequin in the back, and then, we don't have that weird little middle. That's right here. Alrighty, y'all. I am out of here for today. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday, right? Today's Thursday, isn't it? Yeah. So tomorrow, who knows what we're going to do. I will try to come back and figure out what the balance to all of this needs to be, but we'll be back tomorrow. I have that silver tray varnish, so, or varnish bonded with the bonding primer. So maybe we'll do that silver tray tomorrow. But if not, I'll figure something out. I hope you guys have a... Can you make a second frame so each bunny has their own frame? I could do that, yeah, and just have 2 of these because I have another one of these. I just get these from Hobby Lobby. So, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye.